Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot, and welcome to our pick a card for today, which should be very interesting. It is, what do your guides want you to see? Okay, so I'm gonna real quick just give a disclaimer before any of you skip forward. I don't know if there might be something potentially triggering in this reading. If there is, I will put it in the title. And the second thing is, please be sure to only watch this video if you feel called to it, if you are feeling called to it now. This reading is going to look at anything your guides want you to see, either about yourself, potentially another person, or a situation that's in your highest good to know right now. So that's a lot to take in. So only watch if you really feel called to, okay? So that being said, let's take a look at the 4 options here. I think that's all I had to say. Anything else that I forget, which I usually do, I'll say it later. So we have here group number 1. I don't know what this is exactly, but I'll just call it the bracelet. As you can see, there's that eye in the middle. Okay, so that's group number 1. I got that at a local spiritual shop. Group number 2, we have the clear quartz sphere. Group number 3 is the evil eye agate. And group number 4 is the triple eye, well, the eye trio, I'll just call it. So this is the first eye, this is the second eye, and this is the third eye, okay? I don't know what these are. It might be like charms or just craft things. Okay, so take as much time as you need. And whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 1, this really interesting looking eye bracelet. I saw that and I just had to buy it. Spirit, this reading is for group number 1, please, the eye bracelet. And what they need to see right now. Please provide us clear guided messages for group number 1. Originally, I was going to do the title of like, what do you need to see, or maybe what's hidden from you. I've done that before. But now I'm going to be asking your guides. Guides, please. Guides, spirit team, spirit guides of group number 1, our eye bracelet. Is there a starting message that you have for them, please? The guides of group 1. What would you like to tell them first? And what do they need to see? What do you want them to see? Well, that's really encouraging. So I will give you more messages, but they wanted to pause. Your guides wanted to pause and give you this sort of hug. The first thing that they want you to see is literally here, your own strength. They're telling you that right now, and probably even prior to this point for a while, you've been showing a great deal of strength in your situation, in your life, in your path, just in a general sense, okay? So they wanted to start off by saying that. That's really beautiful. Okay. So guides, spirit team, angels, anyone on the spirit guide team of group 1, is there something specific about themselves, a situation, or even another person that you want them to see right now, that they need to see? Group 1, what would you want them to see, please, guides? Thank you. In their highest good. Whoa, I love it. Okay, we have here the 6 of Wands. So again, this is a very encouraging message, and I'm seeing quickly that yours is not a reading that's like, you know, like the scandalous readings where there's like secrets coming out. This is nothing like that. I'm really grateful for that. They're saying what you need to see about the whole situation and yourself is that you are on your way to victory. You're on your way to success. I don't have a time frame because everyone's time frame and what they're doing is really different, but I'll get more detail. But that is what they wanted you to see, that you're already on the way to this victory and success. Okay, so thank you for that. Anything else, guides, about this particular message, please? For group 1, our bracelet, eye bracelet. Anything else that they need to see so far that you want them to see? Page of Pentacles. So it's a pretty consistent message. I see the gold and then the green, and then you have gold and green together here. Quite prosperous. There's a lot of abundance coming towards you. In a previous reading, it could have been maybe the last two that I did, and I've only done two so far this year. It spoke about this. It spoke about a lot of, at least in one or two of the groups, it spoke about a lot of abundance and prosperity coming to you. I may have already given a time frame, but they are indicating April here if you're watching this when I'm posting it, or like whenever, really. They're saying March/April could be like shared, joined energy here for this particular prosperity that's coming through. Is there something that you need to tell us that will illuminate the situation, spirit guides and spirit? What is the specific thing they need to know about the Page of Pentacles? I think with this, for most of you, maybe a good 90% of you, I do feel that you already have the sense of confidence that is necessary to create what you need to create. There's a powerful manifestation energy about you and about the path, okay? If you feel that you are lacking in confidence, then that would probably be the only recommendation that they have. Some of you may not be entirely seeing your power. That's definitely a message for some of you. I felt it. I mean, the rest of you, if you're okay, then, just disregard that. But I do think that if you feel a lack of confidence or a lack of maybe belief, if you're not the type to believe in miracles or receiving and, stuff like that, this is what they wanted to tell you, that you have to be open to receive this. What else, please? Spirit guides. What do you want them to see? Our eye bracelet group. They said lucky charm, which is very interesting. I've never heard that in, I don't think, any reading, because they said something about like putting on the bracelet. So I bought this some time ago. I bought this like sometime last year, and I don't really wear it. But they were giving me that image. And they said something about a lucky charm. Now, I don't know your views on luck. I would assume that it's just something having to do with attracting some kind of positive energy. So what is the message about this lucky charm idea, please? If you already have one and it's just like an item that you connect well with, then that's always going to bring positivity, I think. So no matter what we call it. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands. They're indicating that something on your path is currently, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's coming soon, probably like within the next couple days to a week or two. Something is going to be giving you a little bit of joy and a boost of energy, specifically golden energy on your path. And for some reason, this particular thing, it just gives you that light, even though it's an object, so it must mean something to you. It must symbolize something to you. It kind of makes me think of, I keep this over here by the camera. I have my pyrite. It's just so sparkly, and I love this. It means a lot to me. I received it as a almost birthday gift one year. And then something really weird happened it's a whole story. I get into it. But they're saying that there's an object for you in the near future or now that is going to be important to your path, okay? That in no way is a material thing. This is, it could be a crystal, it could be a tool, it could be a notebook, it could be really a piece of jewelry. I don't know why they're saying about that, but it's something to think about if you do have something that helps you. What else do they need to know? What guides, please, guides? What do you want them to see, or what do they need to see? Wow, you have the Star and then the 10 of Wands. So this is an interesting message because the Star is a very hopeful card, and then you have right next to it a card that's not so hopeful, the 10 of Wands. There could be a few things going on with this combo. They could be saying that some of you have been so hopeful to the point where somehow burdens have accumulated for you, maybe about the future, maybe about the goal, whatever the case is. The other message could be that if you are feeling burdened right now as you're watching this, because this is a little bit into the future. They're asking you to have hope. They're asking you to kind of relinquish. It's a powerful word. They're asking you to relinquish your burdens and to ask for this help. That's very, well, I don't have a name for your guides, but that's very group 1 guides of them to say this. I feel like they say this a lot, or they try to say this a lot, and they're like saying, I can help you, we can help you to carry this and to help you to rise higher. Basically, we can give you that relief. So I think that's a sort of an outside message. It's a little different, but I think that's what they're getting at there. Anything else? Spirit team, spirit guides of group 1. This happened twice. Let me pause for a second. This happened twice so far in your reading. Let me try to figure out what this means. The first time, one of my right eye was closing, and then this time my left eye was closing because of like I thought like an eyelash was in it, but that happened twice. So they're indicating that yes, there is something that you're only kind of half seeing, but I think it has to do probably with your third eye, one of your psychic chakras. Okay, so they're saying that you have a lot more power within your psychic centers than probably you ever would have guessed, ever would have imagined, okay? What is the message about this, please, guides? What would you like to tell them about this? That's definitely what they were saying, though. If you guys are already imaginative, if you already have big visions in a general sense, then I would say continue with that. If for the rest of you, if you feel like you're more of a, let's say, a practical person or even a practical dreamer, they're asking you to open up some sort of a container. They're taking it. They're showing me an image that looks like a tube, and then there's a cap on the top of it. They want you to take off the cap, so they're asking you to unblock yourself in some way with specifically your vision. Can you give us one more message about that? Thank you. It's not that you're blocking yourself, but if you do not even believe that this is possible, then in a sense that could be a blockage, or at least a filter, or some sort of a containment of your abilities. We have the 8 of Cups here, and then we have the High Priestess to say, yes, this does have to do specifically with your psychic ability. Some of you may not even really identify with that term, psychic ability. If that is the case, okay, this is definitely a message for you. Try to, just for a second, see how you feel about that word, psychic, okay? And I will tell you that I had trouble with that word for a very long time. So if that message, if that resonates with you, they're asking you to really be way more open about the fact that you have psychic ability, okay? It might be difficult to absorb that for some of you, not all of you, obviously, but if it is, they want you to move away from that perspective because you have it, regardless of if you believe it or proclaim it or use that word, you have it. So it's just there, okay? And then another little message here. They're saying that something in the near future, if you happen to be traveling in the near future, especially if it's somewhere you've never gone before, doesn't have to be a whole trip over the world somewhere. It can just be somewhere that you haven't gone before. Particularly you're alone or there's just something new around you. They're saying that this could change your perspective. That this could open up your perspective for some reason, whether it's just like a synchronicity, the feeling of nature, or even a person that you might meet. Who knows, right? They're saying that this is going to broaden your perspective. So any other final messages, spirit guides of group 1, angels, ancestors, guides, anybody on the spirit team, what do they need to see? What do you want them to see? Yeah, they're actually, speaking of travel, there is some movement here, but I don't know if this is, probably it is you. This is a side of you that I wasn't seeing before. They are showing me your Queen of Cups side, okay, regardless of gender. Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands. Okay, this is cool because they're showing me a side that before was they were showing me, I think, your fire side, like your fiery, passionate side. In fact, these two are fire technically, whatever zodiac, doesn't matter. But like you're more fiery part of yourself. But now I kind of get what they're getting at here. The Queen of Cups, this is your psychic self. This is your emotional self, your empathic self. And what they're showing is that in the next few months, you are going to be aligning with this part of yourself. So if you didn't resonate entirely with the first couple cards, that is on purpose. This is why your guides said, I'm going to show this to you. They're showing you this fiery part of yourself that some of you may not have tapped into yet, or again, even thought was possible. But here you are. You're moving straight ahead with a sense of passion, fire, focus, and you're really not afraid to go towards this thing. I'm not sure what it is. Obviously, it's some kind of a goal that will help your prosperity, but you're really unafraid here. So there's this huge burst of courage, okay? Going back to the very first card, there's huge courage that you're receiving. And maybe it's from them, maybe it's from yourself, your higher self, but it's there, okay? Can we have a final message, please, for group 1? So yeah, if you typically, just as I'm seeing it here, if you typically feel like a highly sensitive person, maybe you feel, I guess, like intimidated by certain things or just unsure about certain things, that's going to change soon. If you want it to. You don't have to, you don't have to accept the energy, but it is coming if you're open to it. Okay, final message, please, for group 1. Thank you. Your guides feel very strong of a team. It feels like if you were at work, this would be the group of people that are so on point, very clever, and really go-getters, I feel. Can you tell us a final message, please, for group number 1? Thank you, guides of group 1. Okay, your final, that's nice. We have your final card here is the Nine of Cups, okay? So this is happiness, fulfillment, again, hope. Something here with blue could be significant. Now that I'm seeing it, you have a lot of blue coming through, like in most of the cards. I'm not exactly sure why. That could relate to either your creativity, your throat chakra, your truth. I don't know. But either way, you are well on your way towards this fulfillment, happiness, or wish fulfillment in the near future, okay? Woo. So thank you, guides, for this. Again, I'm happy that this was so positive. All they wanted you to do was see a little bit about yourself and your strengths, and confirm that you are on your way to success. Okay, so group 1, that's what I have for you. Remember, it's general. Info for personal reading is below. I open every I'll be opening every 22nd of the month if you do see that the slots are filled. But if you did enjoy this, I'd really appreciate your help in me and my goal in getting to 100,000 subscribers this year. So if you can subscribe, hit the notification, or share it with a friend. Okay, so thank you guys once again. Any info you need to know is below, and sending you blessings, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 2, which is the clear quartz sphere. So we're going to be directly asking your guides today what they want you to see or what they need you to see. Okay, spirit and spirit guides, please, of group number 2. This reading is for group 2, our clear quartz sphere, and what they need to see. Please provide us clear guided messages for group 2. Thank you. Spirit, please assist us as well. Okay, so spirit guides, spirit team of group number 2, clear quartz. What is your first message for them in this question? What do they need to see, or what do you want them to see? Clear quartz sphere. All right. Whoa, okay, thank God. So this whole time, like, this is just the second group, but I'm like here thinking someone's going to get a scandalous message, but thank God you guys got a very, very, very positive message. So you have Temperance, Nine of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. So I'll get detail, but so far so good. Okay, so your guides are, number one, saying with this Temperance card, because it's, you know, pretty obviously this angel energy. They're saying that they are watching over you. They're trying to help you to balance something out right now. I would like to know more about that, so I'll pull cards. But they're saying that, I think that this is behind the scenes, that ultimately what they are helping you towards is something that is going to make you happy or happier than some other situation might have. So some of you might be in this situation now where it looks kind of bleak or disappointing, and you're looking at me saying, like, that's not how I feel at all. And there is a reason for that. Again, they're trying to help you behind the scenes and aligning your life, the situation, or the energies. So although this looks very positive, and you did see me shuffle, okay, I would never like just pick only positive cards. They're trying to tell you, hey, hang in there, it's coming. You just have to be patient and probably also open to receiving this, because as I always say, like, if you want to receive miracles or positive energy, we can't really receive anything if we're like this and closed off to it. So that is one message that they have. In terms of balancing something, so if you're noticing right now that you're trying to do something, make something happen, or even put action in some way towards something, and you're seeing that it's just not panning out, you might be really confused and you're like, what is happening? I'm trying to take this sort of control over my life. I'm trying to, you know, make things happen where I couldn't before, but it's not helping. It's not working. Again, this is for a reason. My recommendation to you, because this is what I typically try to do, try to take small action steps when you can, and when you're able to, as well as what you feel called to, what you're intuitively called to. But in terms of the way that it pans out, you have to be really fluid and open to wherever they are taking you, because it is like you're in a river right now and they're taking you down the stream, and maybe you want to go this way, but you have to really let them flow, like let them kind of guide the flow right now. Yes, that's frustrating, but again, if you just let this unfold, you will see exactly what they mean. So with the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, again, I do see clearly that this is something that will benefit you. It is a new opportunity for some kind of blessing. Maybe you already watched the blessing video I did before this, like a couple days ago. I am still feeling a sense of hesitation from some of you. Okay, so if you're okay with what I'm saying, if you're feeling good about it, then that's great. It's going to come through. But I do think that there are a fewer number of you that do need to hear this next message, which is that I don't know if it's just that you have to be more trusting, but I do feel a little, I don't know exactly this emotion, but it does feel a little bit negative in a sense of like, oh, it's kind of like cynical, I guess. It's kind of like saying, oh, that'll never happen to me, or that's out of the question, or whatever. So I am picking up on that energy from just a few of you, whoever needs to hear that. So basically the message for you then is to try to, again, just be open to receiving. Try to believe that this blessing can come to you and that this positive energy can come to you. And honestly, some of your guides are just saying that phrase, like, you got to lighten up a little bit, okay? I don't know if your guides have like a sense of humor, but they're asking you, hey, like cheer up a little bit. It's something like that. So maybe this is not in reference to deep mental health issues. They wouldn't just trivialize it, but they're trying to say, hey, look on the bright side. Something is coming to you. So some of your guides were saying that, I think. Okay, so Spirit and Spirit guides of group number 2, what would you want to tell them? What do you need them to see right now? So they gave you something to see about yourself as well as the situation. Is there anything else? What do they need to see? What do you want them to see? Ace of Swords. Okay. So, 2 aces, new beginning, new energy. This is clarity. This is huge clarity. And it fits perfectly because you literally have a crystal ball right in front of you, right? I haven't used this one in a while too. Like, they're asking you to clear your head. They're asking you to clear your mind, your head, your energy, with regard to what's coming. And probably they're saying this because there's something that's kind of in the way, right? Not a huge blockage, but I am feeling a little bit of, I guess what you could consider smoke, like a kind of a fog. Okay, so some things you could do to clear this. Mind, body, spirit clearing, right? So if we clear our mind, we can meditate, we can breathe deeply, right? Visualize all that smoke clearing with every breath out. Physically, you can go out into fresh air. Maybe you can get a salt lamp or something like that. Maybe you can write down your thoughts, and if you want, you can even just do some simple energy work on yourself, and you can just clear the energy. Like, you can use your hand, but if you have things like sage, or some people use like feathers, you can clear the energy that way. Crystals as well will do that. I have my bar of soap looking selenite here. I use that sometimes. What else do they need to see? What do you want them to see? Spirit guides of group 2. Also, what could be helpful is if you happen to know someone that has clear perspectives, someone who is not biased, someone who is logical, or just a guide in your life, that could be good. Anything else? Spirit guides, what do you want them to see, please? Group 2. Spirit guides of group 2, what do you want them to see? What do they need to see in their highest good? I don't know if something is happening lately, but I keep getting this persistent, forgive me, but it's like a cranky feeling. So I don't know where it's coming from. But if something did happen to you in the past couple days, or if it's happening now, again, they wanted to tell you that this is going to clear, and that they can even help you with healing, because the Temperance card is the card of healing. So maybe do a quick, like, do a brief prayer or meditation that you're accepting healing energy. Realistically, I think any healing is love, right? Like unconditional love, compassion, stuff like that. So visualize that your heart is opening, and you are receiving this white or golden light from divine, or your angels, or whoever. And that should help in itself. So now we have the Queen of Wands. I'm feeling from this Queen of Wands, again, someone who has tried a lot, who has worked a lot. And for some reason, like, the something just wasn't aligning. Like, there was a puzzle piece that didn't fit. The train wasn't, going in the direction you wanted it to. They showed me like a train with 2 tracks, and you're trying to go this way and it's going that way. And again, you have this sort of guide at your feet here saying this has all been on purpose. What else, please? Guides of group 2, what do you want them to see? I think they want you to see them, because that's why they showed us that they're there in the first card. Maybe there are some of you that may not entirely align with the idea of guides, or I guess anything in spirituality. And I guess, like, that's understandable. It's not exactly something we're taught from the get-go, unless you were born into that type of a lifestyle. Takes some getting used to. I do recommend, if you're interested in spirit guides in a general sense, please just, Google it, get some books. It is life-changing stuff. At least I can speak from my experience. What else, please? Guides. What do you want them to see? We have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so they said something very similar. They're saying that you have been incredibly resilient, and you have achieved so much on your own 2 feet, with your own 2 hands, with probably kind of little help from other people for the most part, maybe not 100%, but I think you've done quite a bit on your own. And one more thing that they keep saying, you had the cat over here, and now you have the falcon over here. So again, they're saying pretty much the same thing. They are here to help you. Please do not think you have to do everything on your own, okay? So look at these 2 9s side by side. The same number, and yet a totally opposite energy. Here, you're standing tall and proud and accomplished, or like feeling accomplished of what you've done. And then over here, you're completely alone and cold in the dark and you're worrying about everything. So if you combine, I guess, these two energies and just know that you have this divine support, you're going to be more like the Four of Wands. See? Stability, harmony, working together, celebrating together, and it's a feeling of home. Any final things that you need them to see, guides, about themselves, the situation, and even maybe another person if it's relevant? What do you, spirit guides of group 2, what do you want them to see? Yeah, it's exactly the same message in the same color scheme. Okay, you have the Empress. So I don't know, like I feel like they just keep wanting to encourage you over and over again, saying that this is who you are. You're a very powerful person, and you do have the ability to draw abundance towards you and your life at any time. It may not be, though, in the same way that you've been doing it, especially if you find that whatever you were doing prior to this point was not working for you. But they still want you to have hope and faith. They still want you to believe in miracles. You keep getting cards with like the little animal guide, okay? But again, they're trying to illuminate you to, I suppose, maybe how your abilities work, or how the path can be easier for you. One way that your path can be easier for you is actually through just a simple thing of appreciation, especially of the present. And some of you, you may, you're not going to like this, but they're asking some of you to not even necessarily want things to change or like ask certain things to be different. The reason for this, though, is because like if we express gratitude and say all is well, I have exactly what I need right now, in a weird, I guess, like contradictory way, we are creating what we want, right? So appreciation and gratitude puts us in the present. It puts us immediately in an energy of abundance because we're acknowledging what we do have. Okay, so that's what they mean by that. They're not asking you to give up on your desires. They're just saying they want you to live in this energy, at least for now, and then you're going to see what they mean. Any final messages, please? Group number 2, guides of group 2, any final things of what you want them to see or need them to see? Okay, the final thing is 5 of Wands. Okay, so remember before I said I kept getting this kind of negative-ish energy. And now I kind of see why. I think that a lot of you may be in an environment that's conflicted or like a little chaotic or cluttered or like something like that. There's a lot of tension maybe in your environment. Or your situation. And if that's the case, I mean, it even could be with someone else too, right? Obviously, there's like more than, one person here. But if that is the case, they are telling you that you can still find peace when you either pray, meditate, or channel your guides and your angels. So they're telling you that if you wish to have some peace, what I do is I like to picture myself in some kind of a orb or a cocoon, and I like to cut the ties that surround me from like the world, and just I exist in my own little, I guess, cosmos or whatever. So if you guys want to feel some peace, they're saying that you can still do that, even though it feels very difficult at times. Okay, they're asking you to just detach and feel light and feel protected in that sort of just that sacred space that exists within you. Okay, so that's their final message. Okay, so thank you to your guides. I hope that this was helpful. Group 2. Remember, that's a general reading. Info for personal readings is below, and I'm going to open slots every 22nd of the month if you see that if it's booked. But if you did enjoy this, I'd really appreciate your help in my goal to getting to 100,000 subscribers this year. So if you can subscribe, hit the notification, maybe share it with somebody, I would really appreciate your help. So thank you, sending you blessings, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 3, which is the Evil Eye Agate. Okay, Spirit. Spirit, please assist us. Spirit guides of group 3. Group 3 and what you want them to see or what you need them to see. Please provide us clear guided messages for group 3. Thank you. Okay. Spirit guides of group 3, please. Our Evil Eye Agate group. What is your first message for them? What do you want them to see? What do you need them to see in their highest good right now? Thank you. Group 3, group 3. I don't know if this is the case, but I think that there might be a lot of you, some of you, or even a lot of you that are kind of afraid of what I'm about to say. So again, I did mention in the beginning, if you're feeling that way, you may not want to watch this right now, but I'm not saying anything bad is going to come through, but I am feeling fear, okay? Spirit guides, please, of group 3. What do you want them to see? What do you need them to see in their situation, about themselves or another person, any of these? Okay, so the Star card is here. That's a wonderful validation that everything is going to be okay. You don't need to be afraid. Just, hang tight. Let's see what the actual situation is, though. What do you want them to see, please? Spirit guides of group 3. What do you want them to see or what do they need to see? Okay, so you did get the Moon card kind of obviously flipping upside down there. I'm not going to ignore that. So I think it's a good thing because the Moon card upright is definitely some sort of fear and confusion. And I mean, I suppose upside down, reverse. I think that it's a good sign that things may be kind of coming into some sort of alignment. But again, it's still very confusing in itself. Guides, please. What's your message for them? What do you want them to see? What do they need to see? The Empress, again, reversed. 2 of Wands. So far, this looks like it's about you. It doesn't look like it's about the situation or someone else, but we'll see the full scope. There could be something else coming through. Okay, so like I said, Empress. And by the way, if you're new to my channel, I don't really follow anything, like any rules, as you can clearly tell. I'm just getting these messages. I do pop out, so they spin. 2 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So for as much as I can see here, you do have an opportunity in the near future that could be quite unexpected. You have 2 number 7s at the bottom, the Chariot and the 7 of Swords. Again, leading me to say this is going to happen unexpectedly, a hidden energy. I see here that probably the Empress is representing you. I'll keep digging into this. If it's not you, group 3, there's a chance this does have to do with someone close to you. But I can see here that there is some kind of opportunity for advancement, some sort of expansion, progression. I have to figure out when, but this is coming to you soon. Definitely within the year, I would say. Spirit guides, can you give us a fuller picture here? What do you want them to see, please? I don't know who's hesitating here, but somebody is hesitating. I don't know if it's me. I don't think it is. What do you want them to see? Guides, please. Guides, angels, ancestors, anyone on the spirit team of group 3. What do you want them to see? What do they need to see? There is a possibility that some of you are hesitant to let go of something. That could be why I'm feeling that. Because you have this 5 of Cups, okay? And it does feel like maybe you're counting a loss in some way. But the next 3 cards, I hope, will show you that you have nothing to worry about. You have 2 aces. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and that wonderful 9 of Pentacles. So this is turning out to be a very interesting pick a card for me because all 3 groups so far, sorry for the spoiler, but like all 3 groups so far were really, really positive. Different energy entirely, but ultimately pretty positive. And this might even line up with the blessings video that I did prior to this. I don't know if you saw it. But I think that your guides at this point are trying to just say it's all about your perspective. This is what's important. Again, I'm feeling a lot of fearful and probably for some of you anxious energy if this is who you, like, if this is the energy that typically you embody, then it's a process, you know, to heal from that. And, you know, like, what I can recommend from what I did to heal from this was a lot of trust, a lot of surrender, root chakra healing, just grounding yourself, protecting your energy. More than the other two groups, interestingly, I'm getting a high-powered, highly sensitive energy from you. If you are highly sensitive, this means that, I guess, like, in my opinion, your psychic receptors are like really high-powered. There's a lot to work with. There's a lot coming at you at any given moment. Probably you have a lot of heart as well, a big heart as well. And it's been overwhelming, right? So anyway, that is probably why the Star card was first. They're asking you to have hope. They're asking you to not be so fearful of what is to come. I felt it even before I drew the first card. Okay, so I think that this is just a lesson that they want you to learn, this lesson about yourself, your path, and just receiving. And again, all of the, I feel like all of the groups were just super similar for whatever reason, which I'm happy about. I'm happy I didn't have to report any like horrible secrets that came out. So let's take a look closer at this. Ace of Cups. Healing. I feel like it's healing. Ace of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles. There's an improvement. This is very clear to me that there's going to be an improvement within your finances, your career, or others of you who are not really concerned about that. It is something even environmental or physical, because let's, you know, remember the Pentacles, that this could be anything in the physical realm, right? So take your pick, really. I feel like either way, it's going to improve in all of these matters. Okay, there's a lot of happiness here. There's a lot of relief. I'm feeling like a sigh of relief coming from these cards. I'm starting to pick up on a timing. I think it's definitely going to happen before the midpoint of the year. Some of you, something significant is happening in May. Something obviously positive is coming through in May. But others of you, it's kind of all across the board. It's like it's very scattered, so it could happen earlier than that. What else do you need them to see? What else do you want them to see? Guides of group number 3. Seven of Pentacles, and I'm just remembering about the other sevens before. So July could be something, or something with the number 7 could be significant here for me to notice it 3 times. So yeah, they're saying here that something is still growing, something is still manifesting, developing, I guess like fermenting for most of you. They're not even really asking you to be patient. They're just telling you that this is the process of growth. This is the natural process of how things happen. What else? What do they need to see? What do you want them to see, please, guides? Page of Swords. Another thing that they just said right there, they directed me to my forehead, which is a mixture of third eye and crown chakras. And what they said, group 3, is that they've been trying to give you information. They've been trying to speak to you. I don't know if you typically receive messages audibly through actual words, maybe whatever. It could be like a voice, it could be a sound, it could be a song. They're saying that they've already been trying to give you some information recently. Okay, can you tell us a little bit more about that? If it has not happened to some of you, and this is if it obviously really has not happened at all, then it could be coming within the next couple days. But I think for many of you, you have already received it. Can you tell us more about the Page of Swords? Queen of Swords, confirmation there. So you can see the similarities here. They're using the air element, just like something with communication. They're very obviously trying to communicate with you. Yeah. Anything in particular that you are communicating specifically? What is it that they're trying to, what are you trying to say? I think they're trying to give you some kind of answer. it's always going to, I feel like they're always going to try to give you validation and encouragement, strength. But I also think that they've been trying to give you a particular answer of where to go, what to do, what to see about the thing you're worrying about, I think, you know? Anything else? Knight of Cups. Yeah, definitely about your direction, and definitely about your own intuition. So is there something that they can do to better tap into this, or to really fully utilize this? Please. They did say water. This kind of reminds me of, like, I sometimes would come to this park that has a stream, and it reminds me of, like, sometimes I would just, like, talk into the water. It's, like, very, like, poetic of me, I guess. But they're indicating water. So there could be something that will help you with the water element, whether it's a body of water or even, like, a little cup of water. Could be an actual tool that you can use in receiving or maybe giving messages to your guides. I don't know much about that stuff, like, I guess, but you can give it a shot. And then you have here the Fool. If there's a chance that some of you don't trust or believe in the concept of guides, and one other group got that message, I think, they want you to just give it a shot. They just want you to trust for a second without any doubt that you're talking to your guides, that they can hear you, that they're there, because they are there. Like, they're right there, you see. Yeah. For you, and this is a very unique message, they're saying that you, in particular, you might benefit the most from having some kind of a, what can I call it? Some kind of a tool to be a bridge or to channel messages. Oh, like tarot. Okay, so I do consider the cards to be some kind of a tool and a bridge to other things, even though you don't really need, like, you don't necessarily need it, but they're saying that you guys in particular are going to benefit from the use of this. So whether it's it could be any divination tool, it could be any spiritual tool at all. So it could be tarot cards, it could be oracle cards, it could be crystals, a pendulum, and a board, maybe like automatic writing, or again working with the elements of nature. It's going to really be helpful to you. Let's get a final thing from a different deck, because I feel like called to this one. This is the Gilded Royale. Spirit guides, do you have any final messages, please, for group number 3 and what they need to see? What do you want them to see? Wow. Wowza. You have the 10 of Pentacles, okay? So again, a huge improvement, especially within finances, and something with some of you, it could be career, or again, it could be home. I mean, it just depends on what you've been worrying about lately, but this is going to improve for you. There's going to be more plenty, abundance. Some kind of financial help could be relevant as well. Okay? I mean, come on, it's a treasure chest. Like, this is going to get better. Can you tell us anything more about the 10 of Pentacles and like a specific detail, anything? If you have been worrying a lot about this particular topic, some of you, like, they're saying that for some of you, try to look back and ask, was it ever to the point where things were so bad and so negative that it was really hurting you and harming you? Or did it just kind of feel like things were bad? They're trying to basically say, like, their bottom line message, they're trying to say that they've always been providing for you and trying to help you through, and, like, you know, they've always been trying to do that. And I think some of your guides are saying that they would never really leave you out in the cold. I know some of you may disagree with that, but basically they're trying to say that they've always trying to been help you. That was not correct English. They've always been trying to help you through the cold and the mud, or something like that. And if you align with them, that I do see that this abundance is coming. Some of you may not think like it's always your guides, and that could totally be true, you know, but I do think it's like a 50-50 thing. Any final messages for group 3? Group 3, Did I call you group 2 at any point? Because I was getting confused with my numbers today. Final messages for group 3. Okay, get out of the deck, please. Any final messages for group 3? Oh, boy. Everything just got cluttered there. Alrighty. So, yes, you have been through a lot emotionally and spiritually. I can see that. This is a random additional message about something with either this lifetime and past trauma or a past lifetime and battles. Okay, so there's that. If you resonate with what I just said, if you feel like something with your past life is relevant to this lifetime, I'll write it down here so I don't forget. They want you to look into past life energy. Okay, I'll link that below if you're interested. They indicated that there have been battles. Okay, and that's probably why you're very tired. We have 8 of Pentacles and the Emperor. The final message here of what you need to see of yourself or the path is that you, either now or in the near future, you're going to be working really hard and diligently on achieving this balance or control or power over your life. This is not like overly controlling. This is to have control in one's life, to take the driver's wheel or whatever. They're saying that that is coming soon, meaning that you're going to feel empowered on your path. You're going to feel like if you do something, you'll see the results. If you try to do good things, you'll get good out of it. That's what they're saying here. Okay. Whew. So that's the reading, group 3. This was really something very different, very unique energy. So I do hope that this was helpful. Thank you to your guides for these messages. So yes, it's a general reading. Personal reading info is below. I'm going to open slots on the 22nd if it's full. Yes, if you did find this helpful, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe, help me get to my goal of 100,000 subscribers this year, and any other info you need is below. Thank you guys, sending you love, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care, bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 4, which is the I Trio. Okay, so we're going to ask your guides directly after I shuffle. Spirit, this reading is for group 4, please, and what they need to see. Please assist us. Provide us clear, guided messages for group number 4. Thank you. Okay, so the guides, please. The guides and spirit team, spirit guides of group 4. Can you please give us your first message of what you want them to see? What do you need them to see in their highest good right now? They said something about watching. Either you're watching someone or someone may be watching you. That's just something they wanted to say. Little ominous there. Guides of group 4, what do you want them to see? What's your first message, please? Okay, you have the Temperance card. I think, I forget which group it was, but they also got this as their very starting card. Temperance. Something is healing right now about your situation. So this is a very different message. They're showing me almost like a bandage, and they're showing me a flowing wound. Okay, we'll get into this. Group 4, if you have recently had some kind of a wound of any kind, it really, it could be any wound or hurt, emotional or like I feel like it's probably more spiritual and emotional for many of you, but they were showing me the flowing wound, the flowing blood, not to be too graphic, but they're showing me the bandage. They're showing me that this is healing, that it will be healing either on its own or through your efforts, but they are helping you through this healing, that this healing is coming. They're just really wanting to validate that the healing is happening or that it's approaching, and that you don't have to worry that you're going to be suffering with this for long or for the rest of your life or something like that. Okay, goodness. Guides of Spirit team, spirit guides, group 4, what do you want them to see? What do you want group 4 to see? Page of Cups. Okay. Yes. So the pages sometimes in my readings do show up as actual spirit guides. So your spirit guide, one particular guide, is coming through right now. What would you like to tell them? Particular Page of Cups. What is your particular message for them? That hasn't happened in any of the groups, by the way. Not in this way. Page of Cups. What would you like to say? They said they're going to surprise you. You're going to receive a surprise soon. And then you got the Ace of Cups, and then you got the Five of Pentacles. So again, if you've been feeling like this, left out in the cold, abandoned, lost, wandering, whatever, any of these, like injured even, whether it's physical or emotional, they said the same thing. Page of Cups is like they're offering you some sort of a cup, and then here is the cup, see? It's not just of healing, though. They're giving you some sort of answer or alignment, again, healing and clarity. It's a whole bunch of things wrapped up in this one gift that they're going to give you soon. Can you tell us a little bit more, Page of Cups, whoever you are? This could be a past loved one, whoever this is. They're not telling me who they are because it's just giving like the face of Page of Cups, but this is a spirit guide that you know very well or has helped you a lot in your life. Some of you, this is a really powerful message, but some of you, they use the word salvation. So that's quite a powerful word, and I don't think I've ever gotten that in any reading as far as I can remember. So some of you are going to be receiving salvation, whatever that means to you. That's really, really intense. Very powerful. Anything else? Page of Cups. What are you giving them? What's going on here? Please, what's your message for group 4? Yeah, we have Seven of Pentacles. I think they're basically just telling you to wait and see. Like, it is coming. It's really close. It's well on its way. So they're just saying, like, you have to allow the fruit to bloom. You have to allow the seed to grow or, like, to sprout, you know? What else? Page of Cups, Page of Cups. I feel like for some of you, the letter P is significant, as in pink, because I saw the pink flower here. In the next couple days, or for some of you at the max, maybe couple weeks for some of you, there's going to be some sort of solitude or peace from something that was previously chaotic or conflicted. This could be your environment. This could be within just yourself, but it could also be external. But they're saying that there's going to be peace, some enlightenment, some peace and quiet, solitude if it's relevant. And then you have here this beautiful harmony card after the wound. So this is definitely like the wound that I saw earlier. That Three of Swords, I feel like, has a place in a lot of your readings. Okay, or I don't know, maybe it does. But okay, what else? Spirit guide or guides, anyone else? What do you need them to see? What do you want them to see? You're going to be lifted higher within the near future. Page of Pentacles, another page, right? You're going to be lifted higher in some way. Some of you are going to be enjoying improved health, and I'm like, oh, I feel it. I felt it in my heart. The relief that came from that message. So if for some of you, if there's someone close to your heart that has been not feeling well, or like if this is you, whatever, they said that someone is going to be lifted and either enjoy better health, or in some way there will be just like, I mean, I guess it could be peace, but like they said that you're going to be lifted up, or like there will be just like some sort of improvement here. Some golden energy is happening here. There was something I kind of wanted to say, but I suppose like this can be definitely triggering for some people. So, you know, I don't know if I want to say this. It has to do with life and death, but I just wanted to tell you guys that in my readings, I never have really seen life and death. The reason for this is because I don't really have a distinction. Like, I know that the soul continues for the most part, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. That wasn't really for a lot of you, but I just wanted to say that. That might resonate with only some of you. What else do you need them to see, please? They said you're going to be going forward, going somewhere in the near future, probably next couple months, though. It's a little bit more of a lag time, but it will be happening when it is ready. Right when you are ready with this chariot, you're going to be moving on towards something. Some of you, it could be movement. Maybe you're moving away from something. Maybe you're starting something new. Let me get more information. But it might not be a surprise exactly, but it could just be something you wanted to do, you thought to do, but you just like put it away. Like you put that idea away. The chariot, please. What do they need to see about the chariot? Page of Wands, another page. Page of Wands and the Judgment. You're going to be, I feel like I've said this many times for some of you, but you got the Judgment card. And it says that you're going to be receiving a higher calling this year or soon. I don't know when you're watching this, but it is going to come soon. Six of Wands, the Tower and the Star at the bottom. There's a lot of hope. There is a lot of transformation. I know you've been hearing about transformation a lot, probably. But for you guys, let me put this together in my thoughts. For you guys in group 4, you have a very extensive history of your spiritual journey. You have done and still will do a lot of healing. If you've been working at this, if you've been frustrated by this, just please know that it is all coming together. Your efforts are not for nothing. Your efforts are being recognized. Your faith or your hopes or whatever is being recognized. And again, when the time is right, when these things align, you will be seeing the difference and you're going to be very happy about the results, okay? It is going to feel like this victory. I don't know why you had to go through this journey in the way that you have. Probably it has to do with, I don't know if it has to do with karma. This is going to sound really silly, actually, but if some of you are either writers or avid readers, or like if you just like creativity, some of you might really appreciate the story of a journey or like a hero or a warrior who has to go through all of these different trials in order to really be enlightened. I'm not saying that's why you're going through it, but it's almost to say that you're the hero or you're the main character of your life, and your life has been really interesting in a sense of the experiences and the paths. Like you've taken so many paths. So I think that there's just something about your energy. Maybe you are some sort of explorer in a way, and it was never meant to be a direct line of A to B to C. Like, I don't know, like it just was never meant to be that way. Maybe it's your energy, maybe it's your destiny, but they're just saying that your path was meant to unfold in this particular way. I can't really make any more assumptions about like the healing and stuff, but because that could be any number of things. Any other things we need to see here, please, guides? What do you want them to see? What do you need them to see? I think I'm going to get another deck in a moment. Hold on. There could be something that you're really sad about, though. Let me see. Five of Cups. Can you tell us about the Five of Cups? This is really not exactly heavy, but it's very low. Maybe it puts you into a low mood a lot of the times. Five of Cups, please. What are you? We have the Eight of Wands. And then the Six of Wands. Whatever this happens to be, Group 4, your guides are confirming for you here and now that you have absolutely nothing to worry about, because you are worrying most likely, but they're going to be gifting you with something soon about whatever it was that was making you sad. So there's really no reason to worry. So that was like a bonus message. They're saying that things are going to be moving on soon to victory, to success, or to some sort of a positive answer. So you're not going to be feeling sad soon is the gist of it. Final pull from this card. I think this is the Magical Forest. Is it Magical Forest Tarot? Spirit guides, final messages for group 4. What do you need them to see? What do you want them to see at this time? Our I trio group, please. Yeah, we got the Ace of Swords, again confirming that some answer is coming to you, or others of you, if it is the case that you have been waiting for some kind of communication from something or about something, or from someone, I should say, that also could be relevant in the near future, but that's only if that's something you wanted, okay? Any final message? So, this final message is a little bit about the future. We have the Two of Wands. And I'm noticing of this particular deck, that is why I felt called to this deck. The little frog, his eyes are closed. And the first card was the Seven of Swords. Now we're getting into that energy of, like, I joked in the other groups that I was afraid of something scandalous coming through. There is something in the future. You don't have to worry about this right now, or even really at all. But they're saying that in the future, in the near future, that there might be something that you're in. It could be a situation. I'll get more on this. There could be something that you're in that you're not seeing the truth of. And that's actually what I was aiming for with this read, but nobody got that message except you guys. You're already focused on something. Look at his eyes, or look at their eyes. Like, your eyes are wide open, but you're not actually looking at what's in front of you, which I find kind of interesting. 10 of Swords. Now, here's the bottom line. Okay, group 4. Let me get these words for a second here. Okay. Okay, the bottom line of whatever's to come to you in this year, especially if you're watching this in 2023, is that there is going to be this sort of final chapter of something coming towards you. This chapter has to do with, again, something that you've invested, they said invested, a lot of time and effort and energy into, okay? If something was not aligned in that situation, it is going to be aligned. It is going to be corrected, quote unquote, right? And you're going, the course is going to be corrected. This is what they're telling me. So with the 10 of Swords, this is an ending of the painful part of this. So on the bottom of the deck, I noticed the King of Wands. And then we have here the 2 of Cups. And then the 6 of Cups. And then the 10. And then the 10 of Cups. So I think that for some of you, like, could be a majority of you, if it is the case that you're dealing with some kind of a painful situation of the heart, it could be with love. Some of you, it could be with self-love, something with the, I mean, honestly, it could be anything, but they're saying that this is going to come into alignment soon. Can you tell us a little bit more? What is the truth? What do they need to see about this current thing, Spirit Guides? What is the truth? They said something about a fresh start. You got the Fool card. They're indicating that you need a fresh start. You need a new chapter. Or some of you, it could have to do with freedom. Yeah. They said that there is something that you need to let go of, or that in this near future, you will realize that you have to let go of. Some of you, you may have to walk away from something. Finally, what is the message, please? What do they need to see? What do you want them to see, Spirit Guides of Group 4? Final message, please. Your final cards are the Four of Wands, the Star, or sorry, Temperance actually, and then the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Temperance is the card we started off with. So remember, healing, balance, and some sort of insight is coming to you. And again, I want to point out here that this hasn't happened yet. This energy hasn't happened yet. So it actually may be helpful to re-watch this video in like maybe 3 months or 4 for some of you, okay? If you remember, you might want to write it down, okay? But you're gonna see what I mean. These final pulls that I was getting is not visible yet. So we have a double message here. Four of Wands is indicating some sort of harmony with a situation or another person, while the Nine of Pentacles is talking about the total opposite. This is complete independence, and this is fortune of some kind. So yes, this could be true for some of you. Both could be true. But I think that Spirit is indicating that before this future happens, they're saying that your eyes have to still be open to something. So we're not there yet. We're not quite there yet, but you will be. Either way, to me, it looks like the outcome is exactly what you need it to be. The outcome is prosperous. The outcome is harmonious and aligned. Okay, so you are going to receive a huge leg up this year or at any point in the near future, group 4. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because this was very intense. So thank you to your guides for these messages. Let me know how this resonated, please, because this reading was really interesting. Yeah, so let us know below how this comes to be, or if you want to come back in the future, let me know what comes through. So group 4, that's your reading. Remember, it's general. If you want a personal reading, information's below. I'm going to open on the 22nd of every month if it's full. But if you did find this helpful, I would really appreciate if you did subscribe, help me get to my goal of 100K this year. That would be awesome. Sending you guys so much love, best wishes with everything, and any other info you need is below. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.